What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to install a short shifter, the SSK BMW shifter, on a 2006 E90. 325, 330, I think the same for 335. So I'm pretty much almost done, but I'm going to show you what you need to do because I don't even think there's a video that shows you how to do this. So let me show you right now. So first of all, this is the new one. It's already in right there. The old one, the shift boot, this cart came with this shift boot and this knob, the M knob or whatever. So anyway, this just pops out. So there's 4 clips, one on each side. Sorry for the lighting. And they just pop out. There they are. So you just go in here and pop one out. And you don't need any tools to get inside of this. To get inside of the console, you don't need any tools. You don't have to take the whole console apart. They just pop out of these holes right here. Just use your hands and just be careful. Don't rip the boot. Then there's a rubber boot in here. So this rubber boot, this is inside out right now. This actually goes on the shifter. This was a little hard to pop out, but it's not too bad. You got to pull it out and make sure you don't tear the boot, because if you have the original boot, you're going to tear it. This one already has a little hole in it right there, but this is original. I didn't do that. So this has to be popped out. No tools needed. Just be careful. So this is the new one. This is the SSK. So when you take the old one out, here's the old one. It's substantially longer. So see this right here? This is called the bearing. This round, not the ball. That's part of the shifter, but the little teeth around it. That's like the cup. So what you have to do is, as an example, I'll show you on the new one. I'm not going to do it, but I'll just show you. So this, it's hard to see because of the grease, but these teeth right here, there's teeth on the side. So you stick your 2 screwdrivers between the teeth and spin just the cup in there 90 degrees, maybe a little more, until you get to, because this aluminum right here, this housing, this has bigger notches on one end. Right here, it's hard to see. Right here there's a notch, and right there's a notch. So you have to spin this cup all the way until you hit those notches. There's clips that are wider than others. On the old one, there's going to be soft clips, which are these right here. These are going to be the soft clips. Where are they at? See how this one sticks out? It's hard to see. Some of these are a little, let me go over here. There we go. So some of these, the bottom one right here, that's dirty, has like a scratch mark in it. That one's wider than the others, and then there's another one like that. So you have to spin this cup until you hit these notches that are bigger in the housing. So there's one right here, hard to see because of the grease, and there's one right here. So those wider clips, you just spin them till you hit that, and then the shifter pulls right out, the old one. When you pop the new one in, it's vice versa. Align the notches, or the clips with the notches, slides right in. Make sure you grease it all too before you put it together. So that bearing cup, it's going to be separate from the new shifter. You're going to grease the ball on the shifter, which is going to be the part you see right here. Here's the old one. There it is. You grease the ball, just grease it as much as you want, and then snap the cup in on the new one. And then you do the same thing, align the notches, snap it in. It'll pop in anyway, but you gotta line the notches, snap it in, and then turn it counterclockwise so the notches are not in, or so the plastic little teeth are not in the notches anymore, so it won't pop out, because it'll pop straight out. So that's how you do that. But before you do all that, of course, I forgot this step. Down there, kind of hard to see. I'll go under the car and show you. You can see the shift rod. There's a clip right there. It's like a C-clip. Kind of hard to see because of all the grease. It's going to be on the right side. It's down there. You're going to unclip that from the old one. So I'm going to go under there and show you. And after you unclip that, then you just get a screwdriver and you can pop off this shift rod right here. And then you do the steps that I told you about how to get the actual shifter out. So putting everything together appears vice versa. There's a lot of videos on how to take off the shift knob. Mine was easy to take off because obviously someone replaced it before. It's got the BMW shift knob, the M knob, whatever. So what I did is I just put it in second gear, and make sure you undo the boot first. A lot of people don't tell you to undo the boot, because if you're taking off the original knob and you don't undo the boot, you could rip everything up and mess everything up here. So just take off the clips here, or unclip the console, the boot, for the shifter, and then pull the knob. You're gonna have to pull really hard. You just pull towards you or up or whatever. I put it in second gear, mine came right off. So I'm gonna go under the car and show you the rod. Okay, so we're gonna go under here. Get my flashlight so I have some more light. So, all right. So there. See this right here? There was no cover on mine. Well, actually, sorry, there was. I took the plastic cover off of here. This is by the transmission mount. And then this heat shield, I actually unbolted it from there. And from there, and I actually just bent it down. And then I just bent it back up. If you bend it down, you could actually stick your hands in there. It's not hard at all. So there, right there, let me try to zoom in here. Let me see, hopefully you guys can see that. Kind of hard. Let me see. Oh, sorry for the, let me back up here. This camera sucks. There we go. I'll just try to get closer without the zoom. So right there is the clip. You'll see it. That's like that square looking thing, okay? I used the original clip because the new one that came was different. So I used the original clip. So you just snap that off with a screwdriver or whatever. I actually did it from up top, I believe. I just snapped it off and it came right off. And then when you put the shift rod back in there, make sure you grease everything up too. Grease up the shift ball on the new shifter, and then the hole for where the shift rod goes in, and then you can snap your clip in. If you take all this stuff or bend this out of the way and take the cover off and everything, it'll be much easier. You don't have to use tools. I snapped it in with my hands, and I got pretty big hands, so not that hard. Let me get back out from under here. Okay. All right. So here's another view right here. The shift rod's down. You can see the rod right there. And the shift, the throws are really crisp. I mean, there's first, second, third. It's really tight. So I haven't drove it yet, but I could already feel the difference. And like I said, the SSK is substantially shorter than the original one. This is the original one that I took out of the car. So that bush in there, I think it's ceramic. I don't think it's metal. It feels like it's ceramic. I may be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's not ceramic. You got that bend right there. And that's just a notch where the shift knob goes in. Same thing. So pretty much that's how that goes in. If you have any questions or anything, I don't think there's a video on how to put this in on YouTube, but I may be wrong. You tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or not, but I couldn't find one on an E90. I found directions online on a forum. That's how I put it in. I think it's on E90 Post. It's a pretty good thread on how to put this in. I think the guy did it on a 335i. So if you got any questions or comments, hit the like button, subscribe. That will help me out, and try to help you guys as much as I can. If you got any questions, just hit me up in the comments. All right, see you on the next one.